Ever wondered what life looks like through the eyes of someone who's seen it all? When you're old, what really matters? What lessons stick? What dreams remain? Watch now as we dive into the wisdom, regrets, and joys of growing older. This is what it means to live a life well lived. Hit play and discover what old age truly teaches us. When you reach 80, you discover something that you may never have stopped to think about in your youth. The idea of winning in life takes a completely different form. When we are young, we believe that success is linked to how much we achieve externally. Money, material goods, status. But over time, I realized that true victory has nothing to do with it. The things that really make a difference are much simpler, but much harder to maintain as the years go by. What I'm going to tell you now can change the way you see your life and perhaps how you see aging. When I think about it, I go back in time and remember so many people who, over the years, lost something very valuable. And I'm not talking about material things, I'm talking about something that sustains our vitality and joy of living. And if you lose that, everything you've built throughout your life can feel empty. That something is your ability to move. It may seem obvious, but if you can keep your body active and functional at the age of 80, you are already ahead of a large part of the population. Believe me, the ability to walk without pain, to climb stairs, to get out of bed without help. These are small daily victories that many take for granted, until one day, the body no longer responds. And when that happens, you feel like your freedom has been taken away from you. I remember when I was 60 years old and I started to feel like my joints were a little stiffer. At the time I didn't think much of it after all. Who really wants to admit that they are getting older? But as time went on, I realized that if I didn't take care of my body, it would betray me. I started walking daily, stretching and staying active, not because I wanted to lose weight or get in shape, but because I knew that if I didn't, my life would become limited. At 80, I can still get up on my own, walk around my house, take care of my garden, and even take a few dance steps. And that, believe it or not, makes me feel victorious. No matter how many zeros I have in my bank account, or how many things I own, freedom of movement is one of the greatest riches anyone can have. And that's what I want you to reflect on today. What are you doing now to make sure that when you reach 80, you can still move freely? Don't underestimate the power of movement. It's not just about physical health. It's about keeping the flame of independence and autonomy alive. If at the age of 80 you can still walk on your own, live without depending on others for the simplest activities, you have already achieved something great. So move around, because the first secret to winning in life is simple. Don't stop moving, ever. Now, let's talk about something even more fascinating. Have you ever heard the expression, healthy mind, healthy body? Well, it makes more sense than you think. At the age of 80, I realized that in addition to keeping your body moving, another great secret to feeling like a winner is to keep your mind sharp. And I'm not just talking about avoiding diseases like Alzheimer's or other forms of dementia, but about preserving your ability to think, reason, and above all, remember. The mind is what connects us with the world around us. Without it, we lose ourselves. Imagine this. You wake up one day and can no longer remember how you got to where you are. Familiar faces become unknown. The stories you've lived through seem distant, fragmented, like a fading dream. This is what happens when we neglect our mental health. No matter how strong the body is, if the mind does not keep up with it, living becomes an arduous and lonely task. At 80, if you can remember the names of your childhood friends, tell the stories of when you were young, laugh at old memories with your grandchildren, you are already a winner. Your mind, with all its accumulated knowledge and wisdom, is a treasure that few value. Often the people around us don't realize how vast and full of memories our inner world is. But for this to remain alive and intact, it is necessary to take care of the mind with the same affection that we take care of the body. Keeping your mind sharp isn't just a matter of health, it's a matter of living fully. An active mind keeps us curious, open to new experiences, and connected to the world. If at 80 you can do that, you've won one of life's most important battles. But listen to me well, this is not a battle that can be won all at once. It is necessary to take care of the mind every day, challenge it, stimulate it. And you can start now. Read books that make you think, talk to people who inspire you, play games that stimulate your thinking, because believe me, reaching 80 with a clear and active mind is one of the biggest victories you can achieve. So if you're here today, listening to me, know that there's still time. The secret is to keep your mind curious, open and ready to learn something new every day. At the age of 80, you will see that this effort was worth it, because the real victory is to remain present, in body, and above all in mind. If this video touched your heart or made you think, please share it with someone who might need a little wisdom today. And don't forget to subscribe for more stories that inspire and connect us all. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.